Is Doomsday really here? Is Nibiru going to destroy Earth? This is the Nibiru Cataclysm Explained. What's going down, Mouse Nation? Today, we're going to be discussing an apocalyptic event so devastating that you may as well kiss our Earth goodbye right now. We're going to be discussing the planet known as Planet X. Others call it Nibiru. Now don't get scared just yet. We're going to be discussing where the idea of this great cataclysmic event came from and when or if it's going to happen. The Nibiru Cataclysm is said to be either a near miss or collision of Earth and another planet that's route is headed straight for Earth. Now the scariest part about this is that this event is supposed to happen in our lifetime. Usually you'll see a lot of different articles about it during the springtime, and they look something like this. Planet X, Nibiru is headed towards Earth and will end all life. NASA warns that Planet X is headed straight for Earth. Rogue planet Nibiru is headed towards Earth, and so on and so forth. But where did this idea come from, and is there any truth behind it? Well, it was first proposed in 1995 by Nancy Lieder. She also happens to be the founder of the website Zeta Talk. Nancy Lieder claimed to receive extraterrestrial messages from the Zeta Reticuli star system through a brain implant. These gray aliens called Zetas chose her to warn us here on Earth that Planet X was going to come into our solar system and cause a polar shift. This would cause the Earth to stop rotating for 5.9 days, and many lives would be lost during the process. Lieder stated that this planet would be roughly 4 times the size of Earth. I know this already sounds crazy, but it gets even more interesting, I promise. After Lieder put this idea out into the world, many other groups on the interwebs decided to use this and kind of change it up as they needed. And they began to spread the word, and boy did it spread. But back to 1995, and interestingly enough, the Hale-Bopp comet was on its way. It would eventually become visible to the human eye in 1997, and it would become one of the most widely observed comets of the 21st century. Nancy Lieder called this a fraud and told her followers that this was all a lie from Big Brother. Hale-Bopp didn't exist. She stated that the powers that be were trying to keep the masses from knowing what was really going to happen in order to keep them pacified. In her words, she stated that the government wanted to keep these people from knowing what was happening, that way they could declare martial law right before it happened and everyone would be trapped to their deaths. Planet X would become associated with the planet Nibiru, which came from the book entitled The 12th Planet by Zecharia Sitchin. According to Zechariah's interpretation of ancient Mesopotamian religious texts, there is a giant planet that passes ours every 3,600 years. During this time, the inhabitants of Nibiru, also known as Earth's very first gods, the Anunnaki of Sumerian mythology, would be able to communicate with Earth's inhabitants. Now, as stated earlier, other groups began to jump on board the Nibiru train, and none other than 2012 and the Mayan Calendar became lore behind this Planet X, behind Nibiru, this rogue planetary object. Of course, the Mayan Calendar and the year 2012 are also connected to a bunch of other apocalyptic events. But it looks like we're here. We made it. Though some still say that Nibiru is out there hurtling through space straight towards Earth. Now, of course, big-time conspiracy theories like this never go down easy, and in 2017, Nibiru made a comeback. This time in the form of a self-proclaimed Christian numerologist by the name of David Mead. Using passages from the Bible to find secret numerological codes, he was able to accurately reveal the date that Nibiru would arrive. I of course use the word accurately extremely loosely, but that's just what he claimed. He used those Bible verses mixed with the geometry of the pyramids of Giza to predict Nibiru would arrive October 2017. But of course, it never did. And if it did, I think I missed it. Crazy enough, David Mead ended up getting a ton of media attention. You guys know how it is, the media loves this world-ending stuff. The fake news would then go viral, with some of these articles claiming that NASA had confirmed Nibiru's existence. Spoiler alert, they didn't. NASA has always stated that Nibiru does not exist. He'd end up receiving criticism from scientists and even fellow Christians as well. And each time he failed, he would revise Nibiru's coming to another date. Heck, this guy even added in some stuff just for good measure. Nuclear war, 9.8 earthquakes, civil war, Barack Obama's unconstitutional third term. That didn't happen, did it? And the beginning of the biblical Great Tribulation. I'm all about conspiracies, but come on, man. It's really hard for me to believe that this is really out there, and that's really due to the fact that it only comes from really, let's just say, interesting people. A woman who communicates with aliens and a self-proclaimed Christian numerologist. There's just not enough out there. It's really easy to say that the powers at be are hiding something from us. They hide a lot of things from us. But a planet this large on a collision course with Earth, I think we would know. It would just be too hard to keep a secret from everyone. But what I think isn't important, what you think is what's important, so let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. As always, I'm your host, Morty Mouse. I'll see you later, or I'll see you on the other side.